So today's video is a little bit off the cuff and not rushed, but I don't have a ton of time to do anything with this, so very basic gameplay commentary, even though the last several of my videos have been. Either way, I know I've been focusing on COD a lot recently, and I've been talking about aiming and accuracy and the Black Ops franchise, but I wanted to keep talking about it because it's on my mind and, well, whatever. So you read the title. I love Black Ops 1 snipers, or whatever I titled it, something along those lines. It's never what I think it's going to be until I go to type it and then something looks better in text to me, and then, anyway. So this video is about how I like snipers in Black Ops 1 much better than just about every other Call of Duty. Now, I'm not saying it's where I have the most fun, but it is a Call of Duty that I don't see snipers abused in, and I think it's because of several factors. These factors aren't specific, I don't have raw numbers for you guys, but I have feelings. So don't tell Ben Shapiro I'm making this video. The snipers in Black Ops 1 are clunky, they're heavy, the scope sways like a motherfucker, and you flinch a ton when you're shot. That sounds not fun, but I actually think it's how snipers should be, and the reason you're seeing bot gameplay in the background is because, well, I couldn't find an online match quickly. I think it's because I had a DLC installed and I didn't fix that. And we're talking about the mechanics of the gun and how it feels to me, so I don't really need to be fighting real players for that. Hope you can understand. And also hope you like the WMD gameplay going on right now, because you don't have to pay for it. Get it? You don't have to pay for it. You can just, here it is. Anyway. So like I'm saying, the snipers are clunkier, they're heavier, and I think this makes them better. And the reason I say that is because Call of Duty sniping, I've said this a million times, it's easy as hell. I think it's the easiest sniping in any shooter. Console, PC, Wii, yeah, that's its own thing. It's just the easiest. Most console versions of Call of Duty have aim assist. The sniper shot goes wherever the middle of the sight is. Lots of the snipers are either one shot or spammable. And in lots of COD games, they're just way snappy to use, like incredibly snappy. The snipers in Black Ops 2, MW3, Modern Warfare 2, COD 4, World at War, Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, MWR, Call of Duty Ghosts, whatever it might be, they all have very intuitive, snappy sniper rifles, which most of the snipers in those games feel wonderful because of how snappy they are, but I also think they're a little busted, because there's not enough risk to the reward. I mean, yes, in some COD games, there is, because several, if not all, of the last Call of Duty games, minus MWR, have very simple maps that are kind of small. And so snipers are already at a disadvantage, making them slow and clunky. I talked about this previously in a different video, but you know, you can't ruin snipers on small, rushy Call of Duty games. But when you go back to games like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, where the maps are big and you can hide and there's ghillie suits and it's just an entirely different experience, and I genuinely think that once you got comfortable with the sniper, the reward actually ended up outweighing the risk. But in Black Ops 1, I feel like the risk-reward was proportionate. Quickscoping wasn't really a thing, aggressive sniping wasn't really a thing. You were encouraged to take your time and line up your shots, hold your breath, use variable zoom scopes on larger maps, and that makes sniping satisfying and interesting. And I really don't want to hear any of this, quickscopers made the COD community. If anything, in my experience, over years of playing Call of Duty, the sniping community is happy with itself. Okay? Most people find the sniping community to be a hindrance to the rest of the community. Because a lot of people playing Black Ops 2 didn't like rounding the corner, getting into a CQC engagement with a bolt-action sniper rifle, and losing despite having an SMG or a shotgun, because the ballista or the DSR was just too damn snappy. Getting spammed by the SVU was just too damn common. I know I don't like going into Black Ops 3 and seeing somebody running on a wall with a bolt-action rifle able to take me out. Now, is it skillful? Does it take practice? Yes, but I don't really give a shit. Insta-kill weapons used outside of their intended range is frustrating, and I won't be argued with on that. I mean, really, if you're a pro quickscoper who spent years of your life practicing, and you know that you earned that skill, and hell, I'll agree with you there, you don't think you're just being frustrating to the average player who's using weapons within their intended ranges. I didn't realize that the meta of Call of Duty was to work until you can abuse things outside of their effective range and use. I didn't realize I was some newbie scrub for using an assault rifle in mid-range, a sniper rifle at long range, an SMG in close range. I didn't realize that wasn't what I was supposed to be doing, my bad. And that's cool if you're a confident, skillful sniper that disagrees with me, but just know that you are a confident, skillful sniper in one of the easiest games to use a sniper rifle in. If you name any other shooter franchise, it'll likely have more skill-based sniping mechanics than Call of Duty. Call of Duty, for the most part, when using bolt-action one-shot kill rifles, which is what I'm mostly referring to in this video, you put the sight on stomach to chest to head, you pull the trigger, and the person's gone. Instantaneously. Hit scan, instantaneous. That's already easy, and what Black Ops 1 here did was slow down the usage of the sniper rifle. It made it a little bit more clunky, they added a little bit more sway, and if I was going to make a Call of Duty, here's what I would do to end this video. I would copy over the exact feel and style of Black Ops 1 sniper rifles, and then slightly tweak it. A little less flinch probably, a little bit less sway. Also, Black Ops 1's hit detection and hitboxes have confused me for a long time. There's certain times where it looks like it should hit and it doesn't, but whatever. And one of the big contributing factors as to why Black Ops 1 snipers require a little bit more patience and skill is because if you don't land your first shot, follow-up shots are kind of clunky. They don't have direct vertical recoil, they kind of sway back and forth, and you'll end up losing gunfights, even against recruit bots, if you spam or need to quickly do a follow-up shot with a bolt-action rifle. The big thing I would do for Call of Duty snipers is make it so I can't walk up to somebody, hit left trigger, put the sight on them, hit right trigger, and immediately end their career. It might take skill, it might take consistency, but it ruins the game for other people. I could get really good at a lot of things that are a little unbalanced, and you wouldn't see me bragging about it, let alone making an entire community out of it. That's kind of the whole thing of this video, I guess. Black Ops 1 sniping feels satisfying because it's not fast and snappy. It's slow, it's clunkier, it's weightier. You don't get to be a speed demon with your sniper rifle. Hell, even the perk that allows you to aim down sight faster specifically says does not affect sniper rifles. So maybe Treyarch noticed there was a problem in Modern Warfare 2 with people using the intervention as a shotgun assault rifle hybrid and decided that that corny shit wasn't going to fly in their game. So, again, I totally respect your skill, but you have to understand. Call of Duty is the only shooter I can think of off the top of my head that has allowed their snipers to be easily abused for this long. They don't require headshots for one-shot kills, there's no bullet deviation when moving, there's no bullet drop, there's no bullet travel time, and this all applies to Black Ops 1 as well, but they just slowed down the operation of the rifles so that it wasn't quite as intuitive and required a bit more skill. You should have to have a little bit more risk for your one-shot, one-kill, laser rifle in a hit-scan Twitch shooter. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.